One of the young men winked at the other as he sat down at the table and said, "You're probably right, Abuelita, but who knows? Last night I dreamed that today my friend and I would be eating good food all day long." "Is that right?" the old woman replied. "Tell me more about your dream. I'm fascinated by dreams. I believe they are sometimes true." The young man thought he'd really make fun of the old woman. He smiled at his friend and then said, "I dreamed we were sitting under a tree eating. It was in a beautiful land, and the king of that country was named Hambone the First." "Aha!" spoke up the second young man. "Now I remember that I had the same dream. And I remember that the land in which Hambone the First was king was named Travelybag." The young men had to cover their mouths to keep from bursting out laughing. But the old woman didn't seem to notice. In fact, she seemed to be taking them very seriously. "I had a similar dream last night myself," she exclaimed. "I was in a land named Travelybag, and Hambone the First was king of that country. But then he was thrown out by the good people and replaced by a new king named Adobe the Great. And for some people, that meant a time of great hunger had begun." Fascinated. If you are fascinated by something, you are very interested in it. "Isn't that interesting?" the young men said, biting their lips to keep from laughing. "Oh, well, it was just a dream." They hurried to finish their breakfast and then went on their way, laughing at the old woman's foolishness. All morning long, the two rascals joked about the old woman as they traveled down the road. As midday approached, they began to grow tired. They sat down under a shady tree to rest. "Well now," said the first young man, as he leaned back and closed his eyes. "Don't you think it's time for dreams to come true? Here we are, sitting under a tree, just as I dreamed. Open up the land of Travelybag. My stomach tells me I need to visit the king of that land."
How do you think the travelers are going to react to the fact that they actually don't have the hand?